So I never believed how many men are actually buying until I worked for a customer service job for a bank. And so obviously, like, I could see all their transactions and stuff. When I tell you, every other man who came on and called on the phone had transactions. And a lot of the calls I would get would be about like, oh, there's fraud on my account, or there's like, charges, I need to dispute this, da 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 da. And at first I would always be like, oh, is it the, and they would be like, no, it's Apple. And so like I stopped asking that question because it was never it was always some other charge. Like, charge was purely intentional. Like, wow, it's just so crazy to me that men spend their hard-earned money. And when I tell you, would go through, like, the men that would do this, you would go through, bro, and it would be so many, just charge after charge after charge. And I think in their head too, they're like, oh, it's just a little amount. It all adds up, bro. You've spent thousands on to see like naked women that you can see for, can't you see that stuff for free on? I don't get it. Like, you know what? I guess I don't want to hate, you know what I mean? Support the girls. Like, I support girls in sex work, da 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 da. But like, for me personally, like, for women in general, like, we would never do that. Like, men are so embarrassing.
When we say most men are sex driven, and the reason why they are getting into relationship with women and getting married to women is because they want to have constant free access to sex, because once they are married to that woman, they believe that they deserve to get sex from her. So this is one of the main reasons men get into relationships with women. Some men are so selfish to the point that all they care about is their sexual satisfaction. If you carry out a research, you're most likely to find out that a good number of those men patronizing the OF platforms have responsibilities at home, have bills to pay at home, but they choose not to spend that money on that bill. They choose to leave that responsibility to the woman to handle, and then they come online and spend the money on OF. Some of them might have their children's fees to pay, but they refuse to be responsible, but they're more responsible online on OF.
You guys are gonna see me upset in this video, but I do not care. I am sick. There is a game going around, going viral right now, with the core objective to gang women, men gang women, and the more you get more points. I already know I'm gonna get spat for crying. Listen, ask me if I care. Ask me again if I care. Sorry that I actually have empathy for my fellow women of this godforsaken planet. We do not deserve. And the thing is that this is not some crazy game that you have to go searching for. This is literally on Steam. You can find it right now on Steam. So any gamer or anyone of that nature who has a Steam Deck or has access to Steam is able to get a hold of something this destructive. I don't understand how anyone is able to ever even conceptualize giving birth in this planet when this is the type of people we have to share the world with. In the UK, just a couple weeks ago, for example, that we had a case where schoolboys gang go around the school premises, and now I am just wondering, did they have a hand to play in this game? Because there are over 130 million users that actively play this flipping. Waking up to this when I've just posted the petition in my bio for Kwekwe, justice for Kwekwe, the 7-year-old in South Africa who was in school. I hate this planet. Get me off. Get me off. Do not ask me as to why I don't want children. Do not ask me that question with your brown, stinky, smelly tongue ever again.
I thought this was fake. What do you mean it's real? No Mercy is a 3D choice-driven adult visual novel with a huge focus on inherent and male, can I even say that on this app? That one Pantera song. After your mother's affair shatters your family, you take on a new role not to fix what's broken, but to claim it for yourself. Unveil her deepest secrets, subdue her, and make all women yours. What? No Mercy, including okay, I just don't want the video to get taken down. I'm sorry. Unavoidable according to its Steam page, which also promised players the opportunity to become every woman's worst nightmare and never take no for an answer. Now, the part, I mean, this is already batshit insane, right? But the part that's like sending me is the fact that, listen, it was removed from sale in Canada and Australia, right? And it was pulled from Steam entirely. Of course, like no. But then it defended the content as harmless. What? I just hope no kids played this. I'm just like, why? How down in the depths do you have to be to even consider an idea like this? This is, listen, if anyone was even remotely interested in this, there's not even help to give. Just old Yeller. You just need to be taken out the back like old Yeller, cause why? I don't know, man. Just, there's certain that should never be made. This is just foul on so many levels, dude. But, let me know what you guys think.
The No Mercy Great Steam game got taken down! I am literally in the best mood right now because I literally told you brainless twerps defending this game that this was going to happen. Oh, you're being a sensitive snowflake, or you're just being sensitive. But this is exactly where being sensitive gets you, so I think I'm happy with that. Clearly, and I would love for you to prove me otherwise, being a sensitive snowflake seems to get you places. And if you're someone that's still defending the No Mercy Grape Steam game, then I would absolutely love to watch you defend that game to your mother, to your sister, to your auntie, to your cousins, because I have no idea how the women in your life can even be around someone like that. And I hope all the women watching this, whether you've been S8 or not, see this as a massive win, an incredible win. Do not let anyone ever tell you to not speak up, because I promise it makes a difference. Now, all these incels bitching and moaning about the Steam game getting deleted are just going to have to find a different outlet to unleash their horrible desires. But when we find that, I'm going to make sure it gets deleted too. You will never win. You will never win. A lot of you have been wanting updates on the No Mercy Grape Steam game, where you can literally SA all the women in your life, including your own mother. And it was actually you guys who told me and informed me who the game developer is. His name is Zeta Games. I was able to find out that it wasn't just Steam that this game was removed from, but it was also removed from Valve. And you know, this is for the people that keep saying, oh, well, you haven't seen the gameplay. I've actually played the gameplay is not that bad. Valve quietly removes explicit game featuring extreme violence. The game is literally being described as a horrifying grape simulator, but you guys are still in my comments with your farty breath, stinking it up, trying to defend this. For what? Like, for what? You know, the people in my comments that are commenting, oh, why are you excited that the game got taken down? There's probably loads of games that are still like that out there. I will answer that question when you answer me why you're so adamant to defend a grape game. To be honest, whether it's one grape game or 1,000, I'm going to continue to speak up and encourage the people that watch me to speak up, because A, it obviously works, and B, empirically, it's only when enough people speak up when real change is actually enacted.
And I tell you, that is not the only game in existence that allows men to treat women that way. This goes to show that most men are all about sex, and they see women as a tool for sexual gratification, sexual satisfaction. If sex is no longer in existence, men will not have anything to do with women. Let's say most men will not have anything to do with women, because to them, women will be of no use to them. Aside those men that still want women to serve them and do their house chores, I tell you, in a ranking order on the list of priority, sex comes number one all the time for almost all men, if not all men. A good number of women have been able to clock the game. They understand this very well, and this explains why sex workers make a whole lot of money from men. Men are very hypocritical. They have double standards. Same men that will patronize OF platforms, sex workers will still be the same people that will come online and talk down on those workers. Very pretentious people. If you think most men are not all about sex, and if you're currently in a relationship or you're married, just deprive that person you're dating, that man you're dating, of sex. Make sure you don't give him access to your body for a given period of time, and watch out how it's going to happen. Most men will go out there and cheat, because to them, why are they now in a relationship with you? What are you people doing? I've seen cases where some women say that, oh, we have to wait till we get married before we can have sex. Initially, some men would object to that. No, I can't do this. But what is common out there, if they don't object to that, most men don't stick to that. They wouldn't come to the woman's face and say, oh no. They would just agree and then go behind and get a side chick for themselves that they will be having regular sex with. So just know this. Most men that approach you are only interested in having sex with you. They don't care about you.
Husbands will punish their wives out of dressing attractively. They do that all the time. And then they're all, because their wives, she really let herself go. It's like, well, that's because you punished her mercilessly every time she looked like any man might take a second glance at her. You stupid. And you did that because you're unconscious and jealous. And now you're resentful because your wife listened to you. It's a pretty stupid strategy. So you have to think, like, do you want a partner that other people would find attractive? And there's a possibility that the answer to that is no. And the reason is because you're insecure, and perhaps for valid reasons, about whether or not you're actually much of a catch.
It's a man's world and it's all about sex. And we can see this play out here. In Nigeria, once a woman gets married, she's expected to dress in a certain way. Oh, you would often hear people tell her, dress like a married woman. You are expected to dress old. Yeah, old, not looking young and beautiful and pretty. That is what is common, but some men don't like that. Some men love their women looking very nice. But men that don't love their women looking very nice are battling with insecurity because they know what they do. They know how they look at other women that look pretty. It's all about getting attracted. Attracted for what? Sex. It's still sex. So they are just worried that other men would sexualize their women the way they do to other women. They are in the game, so they understand it. It's still revolving around sex. It's all about sex all the time. When you think about men, women, it is sex for men. So if a woman is looking overly pretty and her partner is insecure, the fear of losing that woman creeps in because men understand how other men think. They understand what other men are interested in when it comes to women. Men are always interested in beautiful, pretty looking women with nice body. Don't forget that.
Do you believe the reason why the divorce rate is higher now because we refuse to put up with the infidelity, the lies, and the cheating for the sake of being provided for?
No, I think we as women have been sold a dream and we're realizing most times it's a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
The nightmare of being a wife to a man that has no leadership, that doesn't desire to provide, that wants to go 50-50. So now you're in a passionless relationship with a roommate that you sometimes get to have sex with. That's not ideal.
Sometimes it's ridiculous.
You don't really desire that person. You've settled for that person. That you tolerate this person. You don't appreciate this person. And when you realize that that's the truth, and now we live into this space where people are so like, I need to feel seen, heard, and acknowledged. But do you allow for growth and grace? Your standard is so high initially with a person that doesn't even know you. How do you teach someone how to treat you if you don't allow them the space and time for you to actually teach them?
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody is quitting early and quitting unnecessarily because it's like, I was told to get married and I did this and this isn't what I was expecting. Okay, well, how do you make it into what you were expecting? How do you do that work? How do you get into that bag? But mostly right now, everyone is just pushing the label instead of its contents. Well, if I have a jar with a label on it, but it's empty, it's still empty. But if you have a jar with the contents in it, then it's a bottle of whatever you actually have. And most people aren't bottling or embodying husband and wife. They're embodying the label of marriage without its contents. So I say that to say most people get divorced. And this is why 70% of divorce are initiated by women, because they tell us this is the dream, but it's actually a nightmare. We're not clear on what it even means to be an actual wife. And most men are not prepared for what it means to be a husband. It's a responsibility. People are going into this lifelong, most important decision that you'll ever make in your life. Like, you don't even know if this person has staying power. You haven't even stopped to ask, like, what are you still healing from? What desires do you have? How many times do you need to have sex in a week? What do you need from me weekly or monthly to feel seen, heard, acknowledged, appreciated, and respected? Like, the things are not happening. It's like, I like you enough. You were persistent enough. Okay, we can go together. Boom, we have kids. Boom, we get married. Now we're stuck. That's not the dream. That's a nightmare. I don't even like you. I tolerate you because we split the bills. It's never ideal, in my opinion.
I don't think you should teach someone you're in a romantic relationship with how to treat you. It's okay if you're teaching people you're not in a relationship with how to treat you. That's very okay. But when it comes to someone you are in a relationship with or someone you're married to, do not think teaching them how to treat you is the best way to go. They should know how to treat you from the get-go, and that is something you have to look out for before choosing to be with that person. Imagine overlooking the fact that someone is being rude to you and maltreating you and going ahead to be in a relationship with the person with the hopes of teaching the person how to treat you. What happens if you teach the person how to treat you during the course of the relationship and the person refuses to treat you right? What is going to happen? It's going to end in divorce. So it's very important for you to choose someone that treats you right from the get-go. It reduces the workload and the burden. She said women were sold the dream, and that is true. A lot of we women don't understand what marriage really means. You would often hear women say is when you get into it, you would see what it is. Love alone cannot sustain marriage. Do not get married to someone because you love that person. Get married to someone because of their character. How good are they? How are they willing to make effort to make it work? How does that person see you and treat you? Don't get married because you want to answer I'm married, or you want to join the married women group or club, or you want people to see you that you're married. I understand that society treats married women differently from single women. They accord more respect to married women. It's just a way to promote people getting married. It's a PR strategy to force people getting into marriage. It's well structured. They know what they did. Honestly, there are some work organization that places value more on marriage than singlehood. I understand it. These are also the reasons why women are being pressured into getting married. This is a lifelong institution. That's if you get the right person, and there is always a right person there for you. It's just that you're not finding the person, or maybe what you're looking out for, the person might not have it when it comes to material things. I'm not saying you should get into a relationship with a broke man. Most broke men are angry people, and they are fake. Fake in the sense that they might be very loyal to you because they're broke, but once they have their own money, you get to see their true color. So it's best for you to be with a man that is already expressing his true color, than get with someone that is camouflaging, that is pretentious because he's in a bad situation. So the reason why women are quitting, like she said, is because we are realizing that the dream of marriage being sold to us is not really it. And the fact that we have realized that we also have options, we can survive without men. The difference between now and then, like back in the days, women didn't have options to survive on their own. That was why they were forced to stay in that relationship. It's not like they didn't even know. They knew. It's just that the patriarchy system is still doing their PR work. But modern women have tried it, and they've seen it that it's not always rosy the way they present it. And given the fact that we have options has made it so easy for women to walk away.
No, you drove her?
Huh?
You drove her here?
Okay.
No. You already... No, don't start, bro. No. Bro, I just miscarried your baby 2 weeks ago.
Weren't you out?
You went out first, bro. You went out first. I just miscarried your baby 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Jacob. And you out with girl? It's not her fault. It's your fault, bro.
Cerca del carro.
Ya sé que estoy bien cerca del carro, ya sé.
Yeah, just let them go, bro.
Do you know what did?
It's fine, bro.
It's not fine.
It's a pass.
It's not. He asked me to be his girlfriend yesterday. No, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
No, bro.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
You asked me. Hold on, wait.
Yeah, fuck. Just let
You asked me to be your girlfriend yesterday. Last night. Does she know that? Does she know that I miscarried your baby 2 weeks ago? What was doing right by you? You know what? I'm not gonna disrespect you.
Yeah. Come on. Come on, girl.
Eres un hijo de su pinche puta madre, güey. Ya vete a la verga. Ojalá que te mueras a la verga, güey. Vete mucho a tocar a tu pinche puta madre. Ya.
They treated that bouquet like a grenade. A grenade. The girlies are learning. Voids. Voids.
The miscarried baby clip is crazy, if I may ask. What were they doing before he asked her out yesterday? She miscarried for him 2 weeks ago. What were they? Was it one night stand? Were they F-buddies? I'm just asking, not with the intention to judge. I just want clarity. So yesterday night, he asked her to be his girlfriend. The next night, he's out there with someone else. I'm just thinking, is he cheating on the other lady with this one that miscarried? Or is he cheating on this one that miscarried with the other one? He asked her out yesterday. So there's a possibility that he's cheating on the one that miscarried with the other one. And I love the fact that she said it's not about the other woman. That's how you handle it. It's not the other woman's fault. The fault lies with the man. The man is the fault, or the fault is with the man, however way it's been said. I pray we all learn from this. When you find your man with another woman, it's not the woman's fault. Even if the woman clearly knows that he's in a relationship but decides to go for that man, it's the man's fault because you are in a relationship with him. You had an agreement with him and not with the other person. So you should always hold him responsible. I always frown at those video clips that shows women fighting each other because their men were cheating. I'm like, this is crazy. The woman is not your problem, but the man. Then let's talk about the wedding bouquet and all that. The way those ladies avoided the bouquet like a plague, it just says one thing. A lot of women are running away from men and they are choosing not to get married because of how badly behaved a lot of men are out there. If you would love to watch more videos like this, click this video to watch a man say that women are brainless, that men are the brain women have. And I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.